Guess who we have live back in the studio?
In-house.
In person. Like if I wanted to, I could just reach over a few feet and touch you.
Let's not do that.
I mean, if I wanted to. I didn't say I did.
I think you do. I can
I'm
see
just
that look
saying-
in your eye.
I'm just saying I have that possibility where I was before, on like the last 4 episodes, it would have been an hour drive to do that.
Yes.
Now, it could still take me close to that to stand up and walk over there because I have been eating a lot of turkey and dressing.
And we are going to continue to eat a lot of
we're going to
turkey and
continue
dressing.
Thanksgiving. It's like leave it to us to always stretch out holidays.
That is true.
Because, I mean, we were releasing Halloween episodes like 2 weeks ago. As we record this, it's the 25th, the day after Thanksgiving. We had a big Thanksgiving, I guess you'd call it, party. It wasn't really a party. It was just a get-together. There wasn't really much partying going on. There's a lot of eating. And we expected up to 40 people to be here. 30 came, and we cooked for about 160.
But we always overcook.
Well, I did say I want to overcook because I love, like, the next day. Well, actually, usually, like, if you have Thanksgiving at lunch, I like making that turkey sandwich that night.
Oh, that's the best
The next day
thing.
dressing, but we might have went overboard because I have an entire turkey that I'm just now fixing to carve.
Oh, and it's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about going inside and getting a couple pieces of bread and just
Oh,
making me
she
a
made more
turkey
dressing.
sandwich. Well, I can eat dressing to go with the turkey
Dressing and
sandwich.
bread. So yeah, we did a lot of eating. I love Thanksgiving, man, because it's getting to see your family and friends is cool, but I also love the fact that it's kind of became a holiday that like not only supports but encourages obesity and gluttony.
That's the wrong way to look at it, but yes.
That's the way it works for me. Like nobody's gonna like shame you for going for thirds on Thanksgiving.
Well, not out loud. Whenever everybody leaves, though, you got that. It's like that post game wrap up where all your immediate family sits around and is like, okay, what's the tea? Go ahead and spill the sauce. Who said what?
And I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool if there was a holiday that just celebrates drinking? But we do have St. Patty's Day.
That's what I was going to say. It's St. Patrick's Day.
From what I've heard, that's only in America, though. I think it was Bill Burr or something. It's one Irish comedian. I'm pretty sure it was him. Or it may have been, well, I forget his name. Dennis Leary? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Dennis Leary's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were Irish, like more Irishy, and have been in and around St. Patrick's Day over there. And there's like over here in America, we're just like falling on top of each other, drunk in the streets, just partying, wearing green hats, and drinking green shots of God knows what. And over there, they all go to church.
Well,
They all go to church on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
It's like a big church thing.
Because they're celebrating a saint.
Right. I mean, it makes sense. I get it. I just love how we Americanize everything and go to the extreme.
Well, that's only within the last, I almost say, 15 to 20 years.
Basically, I think what
Normally,
happens
St.
is
Patrick's Day is a huge parade, and they just celebrate their Irish ancestry and heritage.
where is it they turn the river green?
I don't know. Boston, maybe?
Oh, I thought they did it overseas, over there.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think basically what happened was American people just went like, hey, that's some kind of Irish holiday, and they associate Irish and drinking, and so like, I know what we'll do. We'll just drink. We won't do any cultural research or anything on this holiday. We'll just drink. Well, I mean, if you think about
We do that with every holiday, though.
a lot of the holidays, though, have really changed from original. Like even like Halloween, and there's loose ties to the trick or treating stuff. Like now, it's a lot of holidays have been just overly commercialized. Like
Oh yeah.
Christmas was basically created by Coca-Cola. The Christmas as we know it now, the commercial side of it. I mean, Santa Claus was literally created by Coca-Cola.
No, he wasn't.
The version of it that we see on Christmas trees, yes. But yeah, that still comes from the story of
Saint Nicholas.
St. Nicholas, yeah. That kind of stuff's interesting to me, though, if you get to, like, research, like, how did we get from wherever it started to here?
I did a deep dive on some of the holidays one time before, and I want to say I did a report on it in school. And everything basically ties back to pagan holidays and how the church came in and tried to get rid of all pagan holidays by instituting a Christian holiday on top of it.
So they tried to church it up and make it, about that, and then we take it and run with it and put our spin on it. So, like, by the time you put all the spins on it, it's very different than how it started.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, we ate a lot, and we're still gonna keep eating. I think that's the main point I'm trying to drive home. I would love to look and see how much the overall sales of Tums and Rolaids goes up, or in the latter part of November.
I'm sure there's a statistic and study out there for it somewhere.
I have to be, because what else can you do to combat that? All that just gluttonous food pounding.
I have no idea. I wish I could find out.
I don't think I said this on the podcast, but I know I told a lot of people because I just thought it was great. At where were we just at? Sprint Mart. They had a turkey pizza available during Thanksgiving.
Dude, that is so funny because there was just an ad on Google talking about the new Thanksgiving pizza offered at one of the big pizza
A chain?
chains, and it said this should be your new holiday tradition.
Well, I was telling you about my favorite Budweiser commercial ever. Like, literally just made me, like, hee-haw out loud.
There used to be a lot of good ones.
I know they don't. Do they even advertise beer on TV anymore?
Do we
I guess
watch
they do.
TV anymore?
I don't really watch TV. It's not like they're going to show me a Budweiser ad on Netflix. But
Well, I mean, I get Ultra ads on YouTube.
You do?
Yeah,
Um,
because they gear all their advertising to you
and what you talk about
and what you talk about.
to your friends while your phone's listening. Yeah.
Yep.
So in this commercial, this farmer goes out to the barn with he's got his axe in his hand, and he's looking for the turkey he's been raising. He's going to harvest it for Thanksgiving.
Tom the turkey.
Yeah, he's looking for Tom. Well, he kind of corners him, and he's walking up, and all of a sudden the turkey slides him a Budweiser. And then you cut to the next scene, and you got the farmer and his whole family sitting around the table, and they got a pizza in the middle of the table.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's like, we're gonna give the turkey a pass this year. He hooked me up with a beer ski.
Did Biden do the whole turkey thing this year?
What turkey thing?
You know, where they go through and he picks one turkey that's not going to get cooked?
I was thinking, I've heard about that.
Every president does it every year, but I don't know if it's for Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Turkeys used to be a big Christmas thing too.
Yeah.
And they still are.
So did geese.
Oh, is it Thanksgiving or... Yeah, it is Thanksgiving where they have like that 3 or 4 leg turkey at the football games.
I don't even know.
It's a big NFL game it's Thanksgiving. They'll have like a 3-legged turkey. I don't know where that came from either. You got your little computer thing there. Just Google, where did the 3-legged turkey come from?
All right.
NFL. You might want to add that on there. So anyway, this is episode 197. I wanted to give everybody a huge shout out to all of our listeners for really listening to and pushing our last episode. It's done really well. And when I say really well, I mean I can just tell a lot of people have downloaded it and listened to it. Our analytical numbers are not perfect on this because we're on so many platforms, and I can't give you exact numbers, and the data is a little confusing, honestly. And if you do research on that, like I have, you'll see that it's really difficult to report accurate data for podcasts for a lot of reasons. But all that being said, I can just tell that there was a big spike in listenership for 196 for sure.
Okay. And it's not a 3-legged turkey. Or it might have been at one time. It is a 6-legged turkey.
Okay, so it's 3 on each side then.
Yeah. John Madden started the tradition in 1989 on Thanksgiving Day. The MVP of the game was awarded with a turkey leg.
So that's the multi-millionaire that makes $90 million a year gets awarded an actual turkey leg from a turkey.
Yep. But it's the MVP.
A person that could literally buy the company. Well, who does turkeys? Butterball.
Bronson, Butterball. There's a bunch of different.
They could buy that company that does turkeys.
Prestige
But
Farms.
yeah, give me that leg.
It's just a tradition.
I know.
thing.
I'm just being silly. I just think that's ironic. Like, hey, good game, man. You hungry?
And it was retired in 2017.
Really? Why?
I don't know, but it was replaced with the game ball.
They ran out of 6-legged turkeys. They're extinct now.
That's it. They had no more wooden
another
dowels.
species lost to the NFL. How many will we lose before they stop?
But this brings up something that I've never. You ever had a turkey ducking?
No, but I've heard that said before.
I know I'm saying it wrong too. Turducking. A turkey, duck, chicken.
How does that work? Is this a breeding thing, or you just put them
No,
all together?
no. It's a boneless duck stuffed inside a boneless chicken stuffed inside a boneless turkey.
Okay, I have a question. Where do you find boneless chickens and turkeys?
They debone them.
Oh.
You get them at the grocery store.
Well, of course, I know you can get, like, fillets and just, like, boneless thighs, but I don't know if you can get a whole boneless turkey.
I don't know how that works. I'm just reading it straight off NFL.
Here's another
Sporting
question
news.
that this conversation raises up. Do they still make footballs out of actual pigskin?
No, it's some type of leather, synthetic leather.
Well, leather comes from cows, right?
Synthetic leather.
Oh, synthetic leather.
Matter of fact, most of
Google
them.
that. When did they stop making footballs out of pigskin? Or maybe they never did. They just called it that. I bet they did.
I think they used to make.
Man, we were
them-
throwing some useless knowledge out into the internet.
I think they used to make them out of bladders.
Whoa. What animal has a bladder that big, though?
Pig
Yeah.
bladder.
Because that used to be a
Okay.
term you heard a lot, like, years ago. Like,
They stopped making footballs out of pigskin in 1860.
they were playing football in 1860?
Man, I've been playing football for a long, long time.
Wow. Yeah, it seems like I remember watching some old footage, like black and white footage of like the NFL in its earliest days, and they didn't even have a cover over their face.
No.
They wore like these leather hats,
Yep.
and like their all their protection was like
Matter
very
of fact,
minimal.
they made a movie out of that.
Yeah.
But the invention of vulcanized rubber took place of the pigskin in 1860.
Wow. So that little saying really stuck for a long time afterwards, because it's like, dish me the pigskin, dude. Like, toss that pigskin over here.
Yep.
I mean, we're still sitting here saying it in 2023. Hell, a lot of the sayings that we say came from like way, way a long time ago. I won't do a deep dive on that. I can already hear the sound of people saying episode 196 was better.
Tell Kelly to go back home.
Go back to Houston, Kelly. Jesus. You guys ate too much turkey and you're
You
just
messed the podcast completely
you guys
up.
are getting boring as hell. Let's name off some let's do some more lists. So last night we were supposed to start on this, and we'll go ahead and get our Doctor Who talk out of the way real quick.
No, this ain't going to be real quick.
Well, and we have a good excuse. They just started the 60th anniversary. What television show's been around 60 years?
I'm not Googling that.
I will.
Because, there was a large gap between 96 and 2005, a 10-year
But still,
gap.
well, this is one thing I wanted to talk about. I understand why they rebooted to season 1, which in Britain I think they called it series 1.
Yeah.
And when they came back in 2005, and because the structure was different back then, they would make episodes in like 4 blocks. They didn't do seasons like they do now. They wouldn't say this is season 1 and here's the 10, 12, 22 episodes we're going to do or whatever. And then this will be season 2, 3, 4.
They do it over there in mid-season breaks, which now everything
does that. But what I'm saying is, like, even up in the Tom Baker days, I noticed like they didn't have they would release like a 1, 2, 3, 4 part, and then have a whole nother one with another 4.
Yeah,
you wouldn't the typical. So I get why they started over there with the current times naming and numbering system. But now, why are they rebooting back to season 1 again?
Because the only place you're going to be able to watch these for now is going to be Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know Disney Plus is doing these specials, but then after the specials,
It's just going to be Disney, unless you're watching it directly from BBC.
I'm talking about season 14 when it starts, or 15. Would that be 13?
Season 1.
It's going to be season 1
It's
after
going
the
to be
special.
called Season 1 after the special.
But why? It's the same show. We've already had
Because it's going to make it less complicated. Because
they're trying to establish a new jumping on point for viewers.
Well, Disney is only going
which
to.
probably is not a bad idea.
You're only going to be able to watch it on Disney.
Which is fine, but it's still the same show.
The 2005 to 2023 is only going to be basically only going to be on HBO Max. And then all the classic originals, what I was talking about earlier, are going to be on Tubi and one of the other little off-name, whatchamacallits,
Yeah.
streaming services.
The only reason I could see for it, because it's the same show, and we've watched even Doctor Who bounce around from network to network. I mean, it's always originates BBC, but like the networks you view it on has changed many times. So I don't see why you would want to make it season 1 unless you're trying to just start over to where you can. Because a lot of people have even told me, like, I've always thought about watching Doctor Who, but I don't know where to start. And of course, I would always say in 2005. But now I guess the whole thing will be, well, then they just started over, so start there, maybe.
Like I said, it was Disney's idea.
Yeah.
They tried to do it in 2005 with Christopher Eccleston. They started out calling it season 27.
Oh, really? I thought the whole thing was going to be series 1 for him.
It's what it started out being. But it got to be too confusing between Britain and the United States. So they ended up just kind of taking over on season 1, series 1.
But I hope they call it season 1 instead of series 1, because I've already bitched about movies that have the same name. And like if you want to look for that movie, you got to know the year to type in, because like I said, we have like 3 or 4 Halloween ones, you know.
But those are movies.
Those are movies.
Those
but
aren't.
if they call it series 1 again, well, now you got to know that you're looking for 2005, or you got to know you're looking for 2024.
Or you just type in the doctor you want.
Yeah, that helps if you know which doctor it is. But
Which you should if you're looking for a particular season. Which not everybody would.
But again, we're talking about newcomers that have always, like, again, I've had people tell me several times, like, I hear a lot about Doctor Who, and y'all talk about it a lot. Where do I start? I'm not going to say go back to 1960.
No, and that most of them I'll tell, if they've never watched any Doctor Who, I'll tell them to start with Christopher Eccleston.
It's a good place to start, but like I was noticing last night when we were jumping around and watching some of our favorite episodes, getting ready for all this. Like even the Weeping Angels Blink, that episode, it was pretty dated. Like
It's Doctor Who, all of it's dated.
yeah,
And the only thing that dated that show was they had DVDs and DVD players, which you still have today.
you know,
You can go to Walmart and buy a DVD player.
a digital video disc.
Yes.
Do they still have red boxes? Dude, I remember
I
when
don't
you
think
drive by
there's as
Walgreens,
many.
and there would be 2 red boxes with a line at each one.
I remember the one that was at Walmart. When you was walking out of Walmart, there was a red box in that little vestibule or whatever it's called.
Dude, I remember getting DVDs in the mail from Netflix.
I remember that. I remember that. Man, we're old.
And I know another thing that people are asking themselves, do you remember when this podcast had structure? I don't.
I don't think we've ever had structure. We tried.
Wait,
And I think people quit
and this is a
listening
good time to
then.
announce our post show that we just started last episode. If you go over to our Patreon, we're doing an after show, post show, whatever you want to call it, and we do have structure to it. I established that. Now we may not follow it.
We
but
didn't
it's
on the
there.
first one.
Well, I laid out the structure. You may tell you to you. It's real simple. This is what we're going to try to do in the post show. Talk about anything or add or elaborate on anything we talked about on the main show. Make any corrections that we noticed, which there's usually a lot. Talk about any funny outtakes, something I didn't put in because it was funny or embarrassing. And then try to see what we may be looking at trying to do on the next episode. And we're going to keep them pretty brief. The first one was not brief, but it was the first one, And it's out there on Patreon. Patreon.com/realpopculture.
All the way down at our lowest $1 tier.
For $1. Think about what you spent way more than $1 on today. Most of it's better than the show, but not all of it. You spend more than $1 on something weird.
Hell, I lose more than $1 a month.
On something weird?
Just lose it.
Oh, literally lose it.
Yeah, literally lose $1. I was cleaning the truck out last week and found a $5 bill down on the floorboard. I was like, ooh, candy.
Yeah, that's kind of fun, though, even though it's your money. You put on an old pair of pants you haven't worn in a while, and there's a Twinkie in there. I don't mean a $20 bill. I mean a Twinkie. Those things don't go bad.
And that's the reason the pants, you don't wear them anymore because you ate too many Twinkies and you got too big.
Couldn't wear them anymore. Another reason we're just kind of like bullshitting on this intro is because we're saving our news for after the break. We got some news to talk about. Not a lot. This may be a short show.
It could be. I mean, it's a Thanksgiving episode, so we do need to. I mean, we got a lot of eating to do. We got something.
And I've given some thanks on this episode. I thanked our listeners for really getting behind the last episode.
We really got to get geared and prepared for our show tonight.
Oh yeah, we're watching
Doctor Who
the first
60th.
one came out today, the 60th anniversary. And there's how many? 3, 4?
3 as of right now.
Well, the reason we got on this big Doctor Who dive last night is because we were trying to figure out when it started, which found out is today, and then I wanted to watch the last whatever before this
We wanted to watch Jodie Whittaker's
last show,
last performance
which
before
was called The Power of the Doctor or something.
I think that was it. Which I got to say, I'm going to go back and watch all 3
It's
of those
on Max.
specials. Because there was some stuff on there.
That was a short season.
It's 13 episodes. Well, technically it was 13 episodes if you add
Including
the 3 specials. Which we figured out almost every one of them had 13 episodes.
But another thing I figured out, there's definitely a pattern. Even though you hear stuff in the news about the different doctors leaving and who's coming in and the reason why they're leaving and all this and that. But the only one since 2005 that hasn't done 3 seasons is Eccleston, and he said that was the plan from the get-go, is that he's going to help usher in the new era of Doctor Who. He's going to do 1 season, he's going to regenerate, and boom, he's done. And he's definitely held to that. But since then, every single Doctor has done 3 seasons and then regenerated. And are you thinking that's coincidence, or is that something they've set up to where we want a new Doctor every 3 seasons?
I don't know. I think it might just be coincidence, but it could be.
It could be because there's only been, let's see, Tennant, Smith,
Peter,
Capaldi, and Whitaker.
Jodie, yeah.
But all 4 of them did 3 seasons each, exactly. And they're special.
Well, David Tennant was only going to do 2. That's the reason his transformation, he regenerated back into himself.
See, we talked about that last night. I didn't see it that way, as him regenerating back into himself. I think are you talking about the episode where he started regenerating and then tossed it into his hand?
Yeah,
his severed hand.
Used his hand.
See, I took it as he just passed his regeneration to the hand, and the hand regenerated, but he didn't. He passed it off. He transferred it.
Because Donna Noble ends up using that and creates the other Doctor.
I don't remember that. You remember way more about these than I do.
Dude, it's because I pay attention to Doctor Who.
Well, I do too, but like I usually watched them when they came out, and we're talking about. I can't tell you what I was doing in 2005, 2006, 7,
I was sitting
8.
in Tupelo. I was living at the condo then.
I don't know what I was doing.
I was jobless. So all I had to do was sit and watch.
Yeah, that's a good time to binge watch. So what do you want to do? You want to go ahead and take a break and then come back and do the news?
Yeah, that's all we want to do for our intro.
Yeah, all I really wanted to talk about on the intro is, tell everybody we ate a lot and
mission accomplished. And we're going to eat a lot during the break.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm good. Let's go ahead and take a break because I think I hear that turkey calling me.
Gobble gobble. That's one cool thing, literally, about this time of year is we just have our beer sitting outside on the bench, keeping it nice and cool.
Yeah.
That's our refrigerator. Earlier, I was like, if it wasn't for all the critters outside, I could just sit all these leftovers out there too, and they'll stay good and ready.
Well, if it wasn't for the refrigerator being full of
everything
leftovers, we'd have a place for it.
Refrigerators that are full. But I did some digging around to answer the question I posed earlier. You said you wouldn't Google it. I was like, what TV show has ran as long as Doctor Who?
Oh, no, I forgot all about that.
Well, first of all, they started naming off shows that don't count.
Like what?
Wimbledon, that's been going for 77 years. Lord Mayor's show, Meet the Press, CBS Evening News.
Well, I mean, technically they are.
That's not a TV show.
They are TV shows. They're not
like what we're talking about.
They're not sitcoms or anything like that.
They don't count. Then under that it said The Simpsons is the longest running scripted primetime show with over 700 episodes. So then I Googled how many episodes is Doctor Who, and according to this, it's 871. So they've got The Simpsons beat by well over 100 episodes. And I'm assuming that counts the lost episodes?
It's got to count them because...
How many of those are there? The ones that just got lost to time?
13.
That's it?
I think.
Okay. They went back and redid one of them animated. And it was the second Doctor, I believe. It actually wasn't that good.
They're talking about going back and redoing a lot of the second season.
Then I Googled how many episodes was MASH because it was supposedly like one of the longest. But it's ringing in at 251. That's not that impressive in comparison. Uh, there was one other thing I looked at. Suffice it to say, it's definitely the longest running sci-fi show.
Yes.
I mean, Star Trek probably had less than half of that, and even if you add both.
I mean, we looked up Star Trek and all the spinoffs one time to see how many they had.
I don't
Me,
know.
you and
You
Wags
could go into the
was
weeds here,
talking
but
about
I would only want to count the original and Next Generation in that, because then you get a lot of spinoffs. Like Doctor Who has spinoffs, but we're not talking about those. Let's see. Star Trek: The Original Series had 79 episodes.
And it sounded like, man, I honestly thought there was a lot more than that.
Me too. Let's do Next Gen. Well, remember that? What was that?
79 or 71?
79. 178. Man, they went way further.
All right, what about Deep Space Nine?
No, that's the weeds. I never really got into Deep Space Nine.
I didn't either. I liked Next Generation, but I wasn't into it as much as I was Star Trek. The original.
So, Doctor Who has had 39 seasons. But like I said, the way they did seasons in the early days was different.
And that was as of the 23rd of October, 2022. So there's a whole year that's not being accounted for.
That's true. So it's more than that now. First episode was in 1963. The last episode was today.
Yep.
And we are about to watch it soon. Anyway, enough about Doctor Who. I just thought that statistic was cool. And I know people are saying, well, this show has become just them Googling stuff. Well, we're Googling it for you. So you don't have to. You know how Google makes everything easier? We're making it even easier than that. Because we're Googling things that you want to know.
Well, it's stuff we want to know, but we don't know we need to know it until we're on here talking about it.
But there's no way I'm going to count the evening news as a show like a scripted TV show like what we're talking about. Or sports. What are they going to say? Well, football has the most episodes of any show. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even fair.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Baseball, football.
Because it's not scripted.
Well, used to not be.
I mean, it's not like wrestling.
Speaking of wrestling, there's one thing we just found out. Pretty big news via Facebook Messenger. Clint's at home watching Survivor Series, and evidently CM Punk has made his debut in WWE tonight.
Oh, really?
I would have lost that, but you got the same message.
I don't read them.
Oh.
No, I've been over here looking up news, so I didn't.
I would have
read
lost
what
that
come
bet
through.
big time. I didn't think there was any way possible that would happen.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought he was like banned from WWE from the last time he came back.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt there's been some sour grapes in the past, but you know what they say, time and money heals all wounds.
And is it mainly because Vince is no longer in control, or?
I think Vince is still in control.
Oh, I think he is too. But
The strings may be longer, but he's still pulling them. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought that would have happened. If I'd have made a bet, I'd have bet against it. Just because the whole thing in AEW just did not work out good at all. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything because I didn't really watch any of this. I just read about it. But yeah, there's a lot of backstage stuff that went down that just, I don't know, would have made me apprehensive about current employment. Like literal fist fights breaking out and stuff.
yeah, I do remember hearing something about backstage. They got into a huge fight.
On a couple of occasions, I believe. We need Clint here to talk more about it. But, yeah, I wouldn't have thought he would have ever come back to WWE in a million years. On either side. Like, I think they would have both said no. But, hey.
Like you said, money talks.
Yeah. I hope it's worth it. I mean, there were people in the video he sent us chanting CM Punk like crazy. So, anyway, what you got for news over there?
I got a bunch of different little things. I guess let's just kick off with this first, because this is probably going to affect most of our listeners. Is Disney Plus and Hulu are going to combine on one app.
Well, see, I always knew, obviously, that Hulu and Disney had ties because you could do that was like the first bundle.
Yeah.
Like if you got Hulu, you could add on Disney. If you got Disney, you could add on Hulu. So I knew they were associated, but does Disney own Hulu? Does Disney own everything?
Okay, this is straight from the article. It says that once the deal is complete, Disney will hold 100% ownership of Hulu, an asset it's had a long, rocky relationship with. So the first order of business is make the user experience easier on the consumer.
Which means it's going to be cheaper.
That's what it says later on down. Said they're going to make a more streamlined, seamless streaming experience. While for Disney, it will increase engagement and lower customer acquisition cost.
And just on a related note, while you were reading that, this show just got bought out by Disney. And the only thing we have to do under our new contract is stop talking.
As long as they pay. I mean, it'll pay
that's
the
another
bills.
problem. They said we weren't worth what they had budgeted. But no, so I guess that means that that's good. The prices are going to go down, but so Disney doesn't own Hulu.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It said once the deal is done, once they get it completed, they will own 100% of Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Right
Wow.
now, they own so much stock, but once it's completed, they'll own all of it.
Wow.
Because right now, Hulu is Comcast. And
Well, that's one interesting
is,
thing about Disney and also Amazon. People don't think about Amazon being a huge juggernaut, but the Amazon Prime Video is just an add-on feature of their billions dollar industry. And like, think about Netflix. That's their only gig is showing movies and TV shows. They don't have theme parks all over the world like Disney does. They don't have other attractions and like hundreds of other streams of revenue.
No,
You can't even buy a set of Mickey Mouse ears from Netflix.
you can on Amazon.
Yep. Wow, that's crazy if you think about it. So who's winning the streaming wars right now?
I don't know.
Well, let's ask Google. The Hallmark Channel won the streaming wars.
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
funny. I think that's a joke.
No, it's on Wired. I don't think that's a joke.
According to that graphic there, it's HBO Max, or is it just called Max now? What was the deal with that? Why did they drop the HBO from Max?
I don't know. Because when I think of Max, I always think of Cinemax.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're winning as far as customer satisfaction rating. I want to know who's got the most subscribers.
Well,
See,
there you go.
Netflix
What
is
is the number one bit? No, that wouldn't work.
But I don't think it's fair for Amazon because people pay for Amazon Prime, not just for Amazon Video.
But
I want Prime because I want free 2-day shipping.
But they're also going by what's watched on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Oh, what's the analytics there?
And that's bringing up music.
I said Taylor Swift on this list.
Bad Bunny is above. Wow.
I guess I should have put Here, let me do it this way.
I don't think we're supposed to know this.
Well, that was part of the strike. Is that there some of these streaming companies that are holding out on their numbers are going to have to start giving it up. Which app has the most subscribers? I don't think that's going to give me what I want. Oh, here we go. Top streaming services by subscribers. Netflix has 247 million. Amazon has 200 million. Disney Plus 150. So is that a power move with them and Hulu to try to get up to number one, you think?
I don't think so, because
10-cent video? What the hell is that?
what is
IQIYI?
Yeah,
That must be something overseas that we're not privy to.
I have no idea.
Hulu has 48 million.
Look at that. The HBO Max is just, it's not even a real number.
So Netflix is killing it in subscribers right now by a pretty commanding lead.
And see, Amazon's the same way. It's estimated because of your Amazon Prime, I bet.
Hulu and Apple are close. Hulu being higher. Paramount Plus is higher than I would have thought.
Where's Peacock?
Yeah, really.
16th.
24 million. iFlix, I've never heard of that. Of course,
Anal Plus? Oh, Canal Plus.
dude, you got to you keep the C in canal or it gets weird. Star Times, never heard of it. Sony Live. Wow.
AMC's a lot lower than I thought it would be. So
But see,
it's Crunchyroll.
AMC is a television network, so because like there's TV packages you can buy that'll have AMC on it. So
Yeah.
does that count as them having a subscriber, or just the people that subscribe to just
I think
pay
it's
to see
just
AMC?
streaming subscriptions.
Oh, this is from 20. Oh no, wait. Some of these are 2023, so they don't have 100% up to date data on all these. Some of them are back in as far as 2020 is when they had the data on Apple. So that could have gone up by or down. Roast Now has 39 million. I've never heard of that.
Me either.
10-cent video. Is it 10 cents? Get it?
I doubt it. Max is a lot lower than I thought it was going to be, though.
I'm really surprised that Peacock wasn't higher simply because their prices are probably the most competitive.
Yeah, it's what, like $4.99?
If you'll get the kind that has commercials in it. If you pay more, then you get it. Oh no, Shudder only has 1 million subscribers. I like Shudder. I probably will wind up subscribing to them.
I think I'm going to go pick it back up.
Shudder, if you're listening, hook us up. We'll be part of that 1 million.
We'll make it 1
1
million and
million
two.
Oh yeah, 2. We don't need to share one. Movie Star Plus. There's so many.
But see, a lot of them you can get on a satellite. So
OSN.
online shopping network.
There's Fubo. I was wondering. Oh, and where's Philo? I subscribed to that for a little while. It's not even on this list. Philo, Philo. You ever heard of that? Mm-hmm. Because I think that was the cheapest way for me to watch The Walking Dead, maybe, or some show, and so I subscribed to them for a while.
There's a bunch on there that's not on there.
Dang, I went all the way down to number 82 and I don't see it. Oh, here's a good little regional.
Dude, the entire United States and Canada is blue.
Which one was blue?
Scroll down.
Oh, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
When I was between blue. Okay, there you go. 10-cent video. That's all of like China. Like that whole country's purple. Their top is 10-cent video. Okay, all of this portion of. Okay, Netflix over there. Algeria. Okay, so some of those that we'd never heard of is like other countries. South America looks like be big on Netflix.
Globo Play in Brazil.
Globo Play. Yeah, America and Canada is like 100% Amazon Prime. But again, how is that fair? Because they're not just paying for Amazon Prime Video. We're talking about the streaming portion of it only. If they didn't offer Amazon Prime, video, which I'm glad they do.
Well, for the longest,
I would still pay whatever I pay a year to get 2-day free shipping.
for the longest, I didn't realize Amazon Video came with Amazon Prime, so I never.
I mean, I'm
had
glad it's not
Prime,
separate,
but
I don't know. I don't think it's fair.
well, I think you need to get a hold of Flix Patrol and you need to call customer service.
There's probably a streaming service called Flix Patrol that didn't make it into this list. Oh, it really breaks it down if you keep scrolling. By the way, we're getting all this from flixpatrol.com. Did you just say that?
Yes.
I made the connection afterwards. Wow. Okay. Why were we even talking about this?
Because we were talking about Disney's
Oh, yeah.
takeover of Hulu.
Okay. Well, that was a reasonable sidebar. All right, what else you
Pretty
got?
interesting sidebar.
I think so.
At least for us. I mean,
we're imparting knowledge upon the world.
they don't get to see what we just seen.
They will, but now they can now.
What have you got?
Well, you had mentioned production for Venom 3 has started back up.
Yes.
And what I saw on the article I read is Tom Hardy indicated that this would be his swan song. So I guess he's done playing Venom after this, or maybe Venom's just done.
He's done playing Eddie.
Well, they said that they were surprised compared to how much Venom cost and how much it made that they even made a part 2. That's what I read somewhere.
I do not know. I don't even know the numbers on that. I know it couldn't be cheap with all the CGI.
Way too much CGI for that to be a cheap movie to make.
Yeah.
The only other thing I had was, and I was reading on Bloody Disgusting. I don't know when this movie came out. Did I go back to this? I had to reboot my computer, so I just copied and pasted the link to this. But I don't know if they just made it or if it's been out, but they made a movie called Amityville Moon. It's a werewolf film that's said to be better than any of the Amityville movies.
Well, it wouldn't be hard to be better than the Amityville movies, honestly.
Dude, blasphemy.
The first one was good. I don't
The
think.
Ryan Reynolds remake was good, I thought. See, this was published just the other day. Dude, that is a beast-looking werewolf.
You know what? That was just on that site I was on.
2 entries ago, we discussed the Amityville Harvest. But how does it even tie with Amityville, though, you know?
Just a name.
Like, there was one Amityville movie that was about this lamp. And I'm like, wow.
They're just using it as
reaching for it.
Yeah, just a plot focus.
Just milking that name, I guess. Yeah, there's been a lot of Amityville movies. What else you got?
All right, well, since you done pulled up the horror aspect, there is a new, and I'm assuming it's coming out around Christmas. I don't see a whole lot about it. Like when it's available now on VOD and Screambox, but it's called Secret Santa. It's a gory holiday horror thriller.
We were talking about this over dinner. Now you were talking about they're finally come back to making Christmas horror movies.
Yeah, because the trend is back up to where, what we say, 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
When there was a lot of holiday-themed horror movies.
Well, it's like I was saying earlier. I think it's a slapback reaction to all the cliched. And I'm not crapping on all of them because some of them I liked, but it seems like I was seeing the same Christmas movie over and over. Like, we got to save Christmas. You know, something's happened to Santa Claus, or there's not enough Christmas joy in the world, and we got to get it back. And it ends with everybody singing and this happy ending. And it got to the point to where
the same movie over and over.
No, it's different movies with the same kind of cut and paste plot. Yeah. and it almost became like a paint by numbers Christmas movie. It's, go pay big money for the A-list actors and put them in there and
That's
try to make
basically
them as funny as possible.
it's basically what your Hallmark Channel is.
And I think this is a knee-jerk reaction to that, like the other extreme. It's like, let's give Santa Claus an axe and just let him have some fun. Instead of this big, joyous adventure. Let's mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's the second one that I've come across. Last episode, I talked about It's a Wonderful Knife
Yeah.
that had just came out, and I still didn't get to watch that.
I think it should win just on the title alone. Oh, and the other day I was talking about how Thanksgiving is a holiday that doesn't get a lot of movies.
I mean,
There's a movie in theaters right now called The Thanksgiving Movie, and it's about this dude that dresses up like a pilgrim and just slaughters people.
was that not off of Del Toro's? You remember one of the movies that he made that had all the fake trailers in it?
No.
There was one about Thanksgiving where the guy dresses up as a pilgrim and just goes around killing people. I want to say that's going to be the same movie.
Yeah, from what I remember on the trailer, it's just a small, quiet town, and this dude has a full-blown pilgrim outfit.
I've seen the trailer.
A belt buckle on the hat and shit,
Yeah.
and he's just massacring people.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the same movie.
Yeah.
But a little bit more into the horror genre. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey has a part 2.
I'm not surprised.
I still didn't get to see the first one.
I got to admit, some movies interest me just by the title. Like, I've only seen one Sharknado movie, and it was kind of great. It was also kind of terrible, but I'm glad it exists.
And I don't know if it's already out. No, set to be released February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
Yep.
There's a holiday that's got a lot of movies.
A lot of horror. Well, it's got 2 horror movies. My Bloody Valentine and Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah.
And there might be more than that, but that's just 2 I can remember off the top of my head.
I think Halloween might be the holiday that has the most, just because almost any scary movie
It's kind of based around Halloween.
could fall under that umbrella.
I'm trying to keep a good pace here, but I really
Yeah, we
just
probably
wanna-
sound pretty sluggish. I'm probably just going to have to take the tempo
and boost it up.
and boost it up to where it's just fast. It sounds like we're talking at a normal speed, and
Oh.
we're not suffering from food coma.
Man. I was telling you a while ago that they're coming out, they're making, or it's been announced that Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan are going to be in the new Karate Kid movie.
Okay, so they did a Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan and what's Will Smith's son's name?
Jaden?
Yeah. But they were clearly doing kung fu in the movie. There was no karate that I saw. I'm no karate expert, but
But you're a Kung Fu expert.
no, but they should have just called it Kung Fu Kid. So are they going to try to take both of those franchises? Or even though, well, are they going to try to combine those two? Because it seemed like this is like an Elseworld with Jackie Chan.
I don't really know. I think this is coming off the Cobra Kai series, and instead of making a Cobra Kai movie, they're just doing a Karate Kid spinoff of now. But they are trying to bring the classic Karate Kid in with the 2010 remake. I don't know what
So
they're
they
going to
are.
do with it, but
Is I wonder if Jaden's going to be in it.
no, they're looking for. I don't really want to go all into this, but they're looking for an actor of Chinese or mixed race Chinese descent between 15 and 17 to bring a new, fresh perspective to the story.
I want to say this is a dumb idea, but I've ate so much crow over the Karate Kid franchise since the beginning of when Cobra Kai was first
Dude,
announced.
you couldn't have paid me $1 to say that was going to be a good idea.
Oh, I was going to watch it just to laugh at it.
No, I'm talking about
And
just
wound
it
up
being a good idea.
It wound up being a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did they pull that off? It makes me believe that with the right writers, you could take anything and make it good, I guess. Because, I mean, how much story could you really milk from a 30-year-old movie about a kid that learned karate?
5 seasons so far? 4 seasons?
I think they're getting ready for 6.
Is it 6? I hadn't watched any of last season. That's the reason I'm not sure.
And I like how this last season or the one before, where like they even kind of got pretty meta about one joke, where his wife is like, "How many more people from your past are
Do
going
I
to
not know
like
about?
show back up and like terrorize?" Because literally they've gone through everybody they could possibly go through.
They brought everybody from the Karate Kid movies so
The whole
far,
universe.
except for one, I think. And we think they might be bringing them in for the last season.
Who's left?
That chick?
Oh, from the part. I never watched that part 3 one with the different.
No, I'm not talking about Hillary Swank, but there was a female bad guy in one of them. I don't think she had a really big role.
I don't remember that. But, I mean, the show's been great. I'm not shitting on it. I tried to. It didn't work. It changed my perspective on, like, crazy ideas that people have for entertainment. I'm like, okay, we'll see. Who
Well, we
knows?
found it entertaining. A little bit of Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin said that there were 8 Game of Thrones spinoffs in the works.
Good Lord. How many do you need?
8? I don't know.
What did you think of House of Dragon? Have you even watched it yet?
Oh, yes. I
You
like
like
it better than I like Game of Thrones.
Really? I thought it was okay. I mean, it was pretty good.
There's a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the Hedge Knight, which is a century before Game of Thrones.
Oh, they even have names for them.
There's the Sea Snake, 10,000 Ships, the Golden Empire, Flea Bottom, Aegon the Conqueror, and Snow.
John, I presume.
Yeah, it's following Jon Snow's story after the Game of Thrones finale.
I wanted a show that follows Arya after Game of Thrones. Because, you know, she was like, I don't know where I'm going to go. What's west of Westeros? Like, that could have been interesting to see her go explore new lands
That would have been awesome.
that are, you know, not even mentioned in Game
And
of
just
Thrones.
being an assassin and a complete badass.
Yeah.
That would have been good. But there's no date on any of these. Of course, they're just in the works, so they might not even be filming them. They might just make a pilot or two, see how it takes off, and do like that they used to do, TV shows and stuff.
Yeah, today is so crazy how fast you get information. Like some executives at some studio could sit down and have a conversation about a show, and it's in the headlines the next day. Like they haven't even gotten a script yet. They haven't casted it. So by the time the movie actually rolls around, it's been 5 years since you first heard about it.
And what's funny is a lot of people are digging through these companies' trash and getting any scraps of whatever they think can be a
Oh, there's
leak.
thousands and thousands of scripts that are written that are never used.
And they chunk them out. Well, now they're having to go through and make sure everything is double shredded.
I thought they just archived them all because this is how I understand it works.
Well, they should just
Let's
scrap
say you're
paper
a
and
writer
stuff.
and I'm a executive and I'm like, say I'm over Warner Brothers. I'm like, hey, I want a new Batman movie. I hear you write me a script. Well, you write me a script, I pay you for it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, whether I use the script or not, or bring in other writers to tweak it or completely rewrite it, which happens a lot.
A
too.
lot.
But there's thousands of scripts out there that have been written. Some of them sound pretty good. Like there's a lot of YouTube videos saying this movie that almost got made, and of course one of the most famous ones is that the Superman Lives movie that Nicolas Cage was going to be Superman, and they'd already spent like millions of dollars in pre-production, and then they just pulled the plug on it.
Yeah, because there was pictures of him and short clips of him playing Superman.
In the Flash, at the end of the Flash movie.
No, I'm talking about just out there.
Oh yeah, that was a screen test.
Yeah, screen test. That's the word I was looking for, but it wouldn't come to me.
But now he shot some scenes for the end of Flash when all the worlds were coming together.
Yeah.
But he said later in an interview that none of the stuff he shot for them is what they used. They just CGI'd it all in. I guess that's the world we live in with CGI. Like, we filmed you in this movie, but we replaced you with you, but it's not you. It just looks like
it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. You can get the desired effect you want exact without having to do as many retakes, but it costs you 10 times as much to get that one scene done. So,
yeah, they say a lot of the poor CGI in the Flash movie is because it was done last minute.
Well, they hurried it.
They said all the stuff that looked last minute was. But I don't even want to get started on that.
Yeah, because I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about that and said the reason they rushed that movie so quickly.
The movie that they worked on for like 7 years.
Yeah,
but they had to rush it.
They rushed the end of it out so quick because they didn't want anything else to happen with Ezra Miller to doom the movie.
That's understandable, I guess. Which is why there was very little promotion done. They didn't want to get Ezra Miller in front of a camera or microphone talking about the movie or anything at all. So, yeah, it's unfortunate because otherwise, I mean, besides the obvious, it could have been great.
Yeah.
Parts of it was.
I think they just scrapped that one, act like it didn't happen, reshoot it, put our boy Gus in it, and just go for it.
And why didn't Gus get a cameo?
He was supposed to have had a cameo, I thought.
I don't understand that. Because they did an Ezra Miller cameo in the Gus Flash show.
Yeah.
So where was he when the multiverse was coming together?
I think he threw a little hissy fit saying he didn't want it in it. And I don't know. I have no idea.
We'll probably never know. So do you want to take a break real quick and come back and wrap this up?
We can.
We're over an hour.
I got a couple little things.
Oh, you still got some more news? Go ahead.
I mean, that's nothing big. You know, they're doing Megan 2.0.
I'm not surprised by that. Wait a minute. How did it... Well, that might be a spoiler. Try to remember how that...
We'll talk about that offline.
Try to remember how that ended. I just watched it recently, too.
Yeah, we'll talk about it offline.
Okay.
But, yeah, said they're going to explore more of the AI universe in this one.
Well, yeah, you should, because now we're dealing with that for real, probably.
I mean, it's a possibility, yeah. And this, I'm excited for. Of course, this has supposedly happened like 3 times. But director Robert Eggers is remaking Nosferatu.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Well, this is for real now. It's actually in the works.
I think it's about time. You know, the first Nosferatu was like 22.
1922.
Then the next one was 79, and it was amazing. And I don't think they've done anything.
Man, I can swear, and this might be a Mandela effect, but I can swear that they did one with
Nicolas Cage?
No. I was also fixing to say Edward Furlong, Edward Norton.
What?
Yes.
How do you spell Nosferatu?
Nosferatu. but it's coming out in 2024.
Yeah, the first three that pop up is 2279 and 24.
But yeah, I can't find a movie anywhere, but I swear at one point they were making a movie with Edward Norton, a remake of Nosferatu.
Well, now they've had Nosferatu-esque vampires in other films. Like even in one of the, I think like Blade 3, or maybe it was Blade 2, they had a guy that kind of really resembled.
They called them the Elders, and because Nosferatu was like the oldest vampire or something.
They certainly the oldest one on film.
And so they started calling the Elders Nosferatus, or they started calling themselves that.
Yeah, there's been several movies that had Nosferatarian looking vampires.
Not a real word, but I like that.
That's
man.
going in
Let's
the
run
diction-
with that.
Nosferatu. I can say it again.
Nosferatarian.
Nosferatarian vampires.
But this guy, he's a pretty good director. He brought us The Witch. I haven't seen The
Vivitch.
Lighthouse, but and Northman, and those two are really good.
Yeah, I saw that at the. I was looking at DVDs, so that tells you how many years ago it's been. But on that movie, The Witch, they spelled it VVITCH.
It's not VV.
I
It's
was like,
just
is it
the double.
Vivitch or the
It's-
VV-itch?
It's the way
It just looked funny.
it's Vitch, because in German your W's are V's.
But why do you need two of them?
It's because it's a W. It just wasn't. It's the way the
No, it was Roman numeral 5, itch.
I don't
That's
know.
definitely what it was.
But Bill Skarsgård is going to be playing Count Orlok.
Okay.
So it's and I think it says Lily Rose Depp is playing the main female character.
Any timeline on that or pre-production? What are we talking about? Is it
Just said it's coming out in 2024.
Okay. So they're doing it.
William Dafoe's going to be in it. Emma Corrin, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I hope this is a period piece like the other two.
Yes, it's going to take place
Well,
in
the first one
19th
probably wasn't a period piece. It just looks that way.
It's going to take place in 19th century Germany.
Okay, good. Wait, 19th century. Yeah, that'd be right.
Late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah, because we're in the 20th century now, right? And a century is like a long time, I think.
100 years, but I think this is the 21st century.
Wait, a century is 100 years. A millennium is 1,000.
Unless you're the Falcon.
Oh,
The Millennium Falcon's not 1,000.
the aluminum falcon.
And that's really all I got for news. It was there's a lot more stuff out there, but man, it's just kind of hard to pick and choose what we really want to talk about.
I think it's an even thing of like what's exciting and what's easy, like low hanging fruit to us to ridicule.
Yeah, because I mean Loki season 2's come out, but I hadn't got a chance to watch it yet.
I haven't either, but Sean told me he thought it was
Sean
really
has said it is amazing. Of course, we could talk about the new Deadpool every single episode.
good. Yeah, there's a lot of updates coming on.
A lot of definite who's going to be in it and
I don't
who's
want
not
to know
going
that
to
much
be
about
in
it
it.
though. Honestly, I already know as much as I need to know,
Yeah.
and I'm going to watch it regardless. So, just let me be surprised.
You remember I told you earlier that Warner Brothers scrapped the John Cena Looney Tunes Wile E. Coyote movie.
Somebody, I think Kevin Smith was talking about that on his podcast. It was going to be like
It's
the,
Coyote versus Acme.
Acme, yeah, the Acme
What
Corporation.
right now, and this just popped up.
I wonder if he was going to like take him to court because all the stuff he orders from him malfunctions.
I don't know.
You know when he's trying to catch the Roadrunner, and he'll have like a big Acme bomb and it'll blow up in his face.
But as of right now, they're trying to shop it to other distributors so it'll still come out.
Well, they still got to get the nod from Warner Brothers.
No, it doesn't.
Looney Tunes isn't owned by Warner Brothers.
I don't know.
I think so. In 1944, it was sold to Warner Brothers Studio. Since then, Warner Brothers has owned all the rights to post-1933 characters created by Leon. How do you say that? Schlesinger?
Schlesinger.
Yeah, it looks like.
But John Cena is going to be the CEO of Acme in it. So Wale Coyote's trying to take him out.
Is it? Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be one of those mixed cartoon live action.
I don't know. It doesn't show a lot.
So like Roger Rabbit and Space Jam.
But I hope it does get picked up by somebody else because that would be a funny movie.
John Cena's a funny guy, man, in movies.
He's a great actor. And I can't wait for... What's his superhero character? I've drawn a blank.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker comes out.
Yeah, that was funny. Well, let's take a break since that's all the news and come back and do a wrap up. Yes, we are 3 episodes away from 200.
3 episodes.
Yeah.
That's that's an achievement we thought we was going to
Not
hit
achieve.
a long time ago.
Slow and steady.
And slowly
wins the
we're
race.
finally getting there.
I'm glad it's starting at the first of the year. I'm good with that. I'm glad that we're doing at least something
You are good with that.
different. Yes, I'm fine with that. I'm glad we're doing something cool and new to go along with the road to 200. Talking about our post-party show.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
Are we going to do that today?
Absolutely not.
Good.
You're lucky to get an outro out of me right now.
Man, I tell you what.
Actually, I'm feeling better right now than I did like 20 minutes ago.
I think that third beer helped me kind of perk me just a
Well, I
little.
just got up
Helped
and was
that,
moving
that
around.
food settle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the food settled enough to where I'm not miserable. I'm just generally unhappy.
We're just lethargic right now.
I'm just not enjoying my life, but I'm not hating it either.
Yeah. It's a
That's-
good way of putting it.
Yeah. But it's all good, though. I will digest my food effectively, and I will probably go back and eat more.
I don't think I want to eat nothing.
I probably won't eat anything else tonight, but
I know I won't.
for D&D tomorrow night, it's going to be Thanksgiving all over again.
I might.
I
eat.
just carved that turkey.
I might eat tomorrow night. Might.
Yeah.
At the past 2 days, the plates I've had, man, that's liable to last me 2 or 3 days, and I kid you not. I can pack food away like camels do water.
Listen to our ungrateful asses complain about having too much food.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
And like
man.
half the world is starving or like a huge portion.
I am not complaining. I ate that much because
It's that
I was
good.
glad it was there. And oh, it was so good.
Yes, indeed. I pulled something up during the break, which is now like almost midnight. We've taken our time tonight.
Well, that's
I
our
was trying
first
to-
in-house show for a while.
Yeah.
So.
I was looking for like all the franchises that Disney owns, and honestly, it's way too many for me to name. We may go into that more on the post show.
Is this like just a top 6 or something?
No, this is just that image you were looking at. I didn't realize they own The Simpsons. Disney owns The Simpsons. I didn't know they owned the Muppets. They acquired them in the 2000s. They own the Alien franchise. They own, which I knew they owned Avatar, Indiana Jones, and Avengers. Of course, Star Wars. But they also own Planet of the Apes.
You think they're going to a theme park for Planet of the Apes?
I think that'd be cool.
Think they can get away with it?
You mean pull it off?
Yeah.
Dude, have you been to MGM Studios lately? All the Star Wars stuff they did for Force Awakens was pretty badass.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a spectacle. Like I went on this one ride, and they had a like you walk down this pathway, and there's a life-size AT-AT that you walk under.
Wow.
You're looking up at it, and it's like life-size. Everything's life-size. Like they had a R2D2 and C3PO guide. They were really guide. They were just talking to you when you walked in, and talking about the ride. If they were life-size. I think probably animatronic.
Yeah. I haven't been to Disney since I was a kid in the late 80s, early 90s.
Me and Austin went and met Kylo Ren and had like a photo.
Did he choke you?
No, but he pointed his finger at us and was like fussing at us. And the cool thing is, like, they're just walking around the park, like all these stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And they walk in like single file or double file, like in formation all the time, like they're patrolling. And they're in character, like, and their voices have that modulation where they sound like in the movie.
Yeah.
And if you're standing too close to them, they go, "Step aside."
Yeah, I've seen some YouTube videos of people down there, and it looks really, really fun.
Yeah, I was glad I went when I did because Force Awakens had just came out, and the whole park was basically they had turned it into a Star Wars park.
But I think
that portion of it.
I think a Planet of the Apes theme park would be really cool, but at the same time really frightening.
Oh, they were working on. No, wait, this was. What's that other place called down there in Orlando? I'm drawing a blank. Is it Sony?
Don't get me to lying to you, Bubba.
Ugh. It's another theme park. It's the one that had the Hogwarts ride that I told you about, which I don't even like Harry Potter, but it was like, it looked like really you're really there. And you get on the train and go to the other side of the park, and there's the rest of it's got all the shops and stuff in it. But anyway, it had like a badass Transformers ride. And they were working on a Godzilla ride.
Ooh.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. Not Godzilla. King Kong. They're working on King Kong.
That's still pretty cool.
Yeah. What is the name of that place? Universal?
You got Universal.
Universal Studios, right?
Yeah. It's in Florida.
Dude, that Transformers ride, I was expecting it to be like almost like, not like a kiddie ride, but like there were kids on it, you know? But bro, it was kind of rough.
Man, when I was there, Space Mountain was the big thing.
Yeah. Still there.
And I thought I was in space, and I was sitting there crying.
Well,
because my uncle kept telling me he was going to let me go and let me float off into space.
That's cool. That's a good thing for uncles to say.
Yeah.
We did this one ride called the Yeti. I'd never heard of it.
Was you in a cooler?
And no, this was the cryptid Yeti. So we go through this ride, and it's pretty gnarly because like part of it you're in the dark, so you can't see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then you get all the way to the end of the ride, and they have a Yeti on the track, and they've had it set up to like he's ripped part of the track in half, and he's like growling, "Arr." And we're just sitting, like the thing stopped, and we're just sitting there in front of this Yeti, and all of a sudden Caitlin taps me. She's sitting next to me, and she points to the side, and I look on both sides of the roller coaster, and there's hair scrunchies everywhere, ponytail holders, hair scrunchies. Things you put in your hair are just everywhere. I'm like, what the? And
Whiplash.
And before I could get the last word out of my mouth, we were doing 100 miles an hour backwards. All the way back down through the whole ride, we did backwards. We're in the dark doing inverted corkscrews. I was like, I was not expecting this ride to be this gnarly.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie, I got a little woozy.
Teary-eyed?
A little woozy a couple times. I didn't feel like I was going to barf. I was
Tangled
like,
a little bit.
I was like, whoa. Like a little bit of vertigo. I was like, whoa. It was fun, though. I used to live for a good roller coaster.
I used to like roller coasters when I was young. Of course, I never been on any real roller coaster other than Space Mountain. But I was so young for it. That's all I can remember was sitting in that thing crying. I know you mentioned something during the break. I don't know if we want to tease it to them yet or
What are you talking about?
the patron special. about Doctor Who.
I think we've
might
talked
do.
enough about Doctor Who for one episode.
I don't think that's physically possible.
But if you are a Doctor Who fan, yes, we're working on something for Patreon, Doctor Who related. Oh, that's another thing. I don't know if I mentioned last podcast. They're making a Gladiator 2 finally.
Well, you know what the scene where they're redoing Spartacus.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was a good show. That was a really good show.
Yeah, I ended up buying all of them, and they were just really good.
All right, well, unlike a lot of outros where we just sit here and you listen to us breathing into microphones, I
Well,
guess
that's just because you get lazy editing, where they just...
No, I still cut them out, but it actually just makes it towards the end of the podcast harder and harder to edit.
Oh, yeah.
So, thanks for listening to episode 197.
What? Why do you keep looking at me?
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Because I can look at you for once.
You can check us out. You can email us.
You can check us out.
Yeah. You can check us out on the Patreon, on the video.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch us.
That's true.
But you can email us at popculture4real
That's the number 4.
at gmail.com. Or you can call us on the
Voicemail line.
It's 767
662.
Okay, 662-767-4487.
Yep.
You can also text that number. Nobody will answer.
No.
If they do, tell them Real Pop Culture sent you.
And I don't know about international calling, how that works, honestly.
You just have to use one.
We do have listeners in other countries, so there may be some fees that apply between you and your carrier.
Oh yeah,
if you're out of the states, but within the
that's
United
the case,
States,
just email
it's
us.
a free. It's not going to cost you anything to call that number or text it.
Just your standard carrier charges.
Yep.
Which we talked about that earlier. Is that even a thing anymore? I don't know.
I mean, they still say standard fees may apply or something like that on some of it.
On every one of them. But like I said, you don't. Now you get the monthly deal, so to speak. So
you're not going to get roaming charges, I don't think.
Yeah, and
we were talking about that earlier.
You don't have nights and weekends anymore. Or I remember when you could buy unlimited texting. But yeah, you can check us out there. You can get a hold of us there. Or you can go over to our Patreon. Patreon.com/Real Pop Culture. You can Facebook us. Is it Jon Snow?
Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. Jeff Harris replied to one of our comments. So we had mail for once that I didn't read. I'll get you next episode, Jeff, I promise. There's no wonder nobody ever messages us. I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, I'll read that on the next show because we actually got some feedback.
I know Brad Odom and Neil Stark both replied to the Facebook post where you tagged everybody in it.
Yeah, and everybody's sharing the post about the last episode really helped. It just takes you 1 second, but it really does help because a lot of more people listen to it than normal. So, I've already said thanks for listening. We've been rolling
around on the floor. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been broadcasting live from high atop the first and only floor of the Killjoy headquarters at the Killjoy Ranch. Love you, bye.
Love you, mean it.